me today.
Perfect. So as I said, Idoia, the coordinator for the Canterbury region. Regan over here is our roaming teacher for the South Island. And with us as well, we have Liz Pittman. I'll see there in the middle of the screen. Liz is our boss, so is the chief wrangler from Wellington. And she's the one who has to put up with us when we have all the weird questions and need some help and some guidance in all we do. So a great point of contact, Liz, as well. You'll hear her speak a little bit later as well. Because we've got so many new teachers, new yes teachers this year joining us. I think we've got about 12, is that correct, Regan? Around about?
Give or take, around 12.
Yeah, so we've got lots of new people to meet face to face very soon. But how about we go around the room and introduce ourselves and what school you're from? Just very quick, like put a face to a name. Thomas, do you want to start?
Okie dokie. Kia ora, everyone. My name is Thomas Murray, Ringiora High School. And I guess I'm really looking forward to the year ahead.
Andrea D.
Everyone, I'm Andrea Drayton and I'm at St Margaret's College.
Natalie.
Kia ora, I'm Natalie Cox and I'm at Kaipoi High School.
Andrea J.
Kia ora, I'm Andrea from Christchurch Girls High.
Lisa.
Hi everyone, I'm Lisa from Lincoln High School.
Oh, Lucas. Oh, can't hear you, Lucas. You're muted. It's all right. Cool. Simone.
Kia ora, I'm Simone from Christchurch Girls High.
Steve.
Hi, I'm Steve. I'm a teacher, a facilitator at Waitaha Specialist School.
The Cashmere team over there.
Hi, I'm Max, and we're at Cashmere. So,
Yeah, I'm Dale. And kia ora, I'm Isis.
Al. Oh, where are you, Al? That looks interesting. Oh.
Hello, yes, Al Drayton here, Christchurch Boys High School. That is Mr. Benassi, better spot that one. Where is that, Mr. Benassi?
I'm going to call that the Sky Dome. I don't know if Thomas would call that the Rogers Center, but
That'd be the Rogers Center.
yeah, no, it's a Sky Dome. It's a Sky
Down
Dome.
here to Toronto. There you go. Christchurch Boys High.
Lucy. I think Lucy is in a meeting. Let's just see that in a. Oh yes, in a meeting from Rolleston College. And Lucas, that his mic didn't work. Oh, the school is going to change name. That is awesome. Tīmata. Perfect. I feel I've missed someone. So sorry. Who did I miss?
That would be me. I'm Andrea Gallup from Papanewy. That's all right to do it. No problem.
And anyone else? I think I missed. Oh, yes. Oh.
I was about to say, you're just forgetting Papanui just because we're so far north.
yeah, I know. What are the chances my two Papanui teachers?
It's probably because our school's in, like other schools, in a current state of demolition. So, I'm Elizabeth Matiski.
Hi Liz, how are you?
Our school's chaos as well because we've got buildings and cranes and gardeners out here. It's a mess.
Awesome. And last but not least, I left Liz. Yes.
Hi, everybody. I'm Liz. I'm based up in Wellington, but hopefully we'll get a chance to make it down there whenever we shall see. To see you guys. I know a lot to y'all from previous years. So it's good to see you again and hope you had a nice summer.
Awesome. Sorry, I'm just gonna get a couple more people that are on the wait room there. There we go. All right, we're introducing ourselves. Some newcomers that just popped in. Tina, hi.
Hi, everyone.
Hi. Do you want to introduce yourself and what school you're from?
Yeah, so I'm Tina Utting. I am teaching at Catholic Cathedral College. I'm the DP, so didn't teach last year. So this is my first year picking up business studies. I taught business studies in the UK for 18 years, but this is my first time working with Young Enterprise here.
Nice. Awesome. And Robbie's joined us as well. Hi, Robbie. Robbie, we were just introducing ourselves. Do you want to briefly say who you are and what school you're from?
Yeah, Robbie Sarrell, Christ College, and yeah, nice to see you all.
Nice.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. And I've got a number there. I'm not sure.
It's me. It's Lisa Crawford from Waitaha School.
Oh, hi, Lisa.
How are you? I'm just on behalf of Steph and the team.
Lovely.
Yeah, so just for everybody, I'm work at a specialist school and we ended the Youth Enterprise last year, so we're picking it up again. We've got a small select group that want to do it. So
Awesome. Love to hear that. Great. Well, so many returning schools and new schools, as I said. So have a look around the room because we'll see a bit of each other and hopefully, we can, support each other in this journey as well. Sometimes, nobody knows it all and people have different experiences that we can all learn from. Just gonna go straight into it and talk about what's next. So what next is our KickStarts. And as you got from my message, those are not going to happen in person this year, unfortunately, due to the levels. But we promise to keep them fun and relevant. And we've definitely listened to you and the session that we had at the end of the year with all the teachers. And all that feedback that you provided and all those ideas have helped put together the concepts behind the kickstarts that HQ are going to deliver. So Liz is doing an amazing job of putting those sessions together, and she's probably the best person actually to talk to you a little bit about what kind of kickstarts we will have and on offer to choose from.
Cool. Thanks, Doya. Just echoing her, thank you so much for all of the feedback and thoughts that you put into the teacher session that y'all had in November, December last year, just around what you wanted to see out of KickStart. Regan and Adoya shared that with me, and it was really helpful to have a better understanding of what you wanted your students to get out of the KickStart events, and then some ideas too for how it could run. So I used that to kind of make some decisions for this year's KickStarts. And of course, we wanted it to be in person, as did I, to be down there and draw on the energy from all your students in our massive sessions that we normally have. But moving those online, one thing we are still going to incorporate, which came from you guys, is offering 3 different types of sessions depending on the needs of your student. So the 3 sessions will be, one will be focused on ideation. So this is like your KickStarts previously of previous years, where teams will work on problem discovery and an ideal customer ideation worksheet during the KickStart. So this is perfect if you will not have had time to do ideation in your class before the KickStart event. So no prerequisites for what students need to have covered before then, other than hopefully knowing what teams they're working in. And then during the Kickstart, they'll have a chance to brainstorm some potential business ideas. Then the second type of Kickstart will be focused on individual roles within the team and learning some top tips around what it takes to be a CEO or CFO or production manager, and then an industry focus. So getting some, again, top tips around certain industries that their business or service may focus on. So for this Kickstart, teams need to come having already done ideation in class and having a couple of different business ideas ready to explore. So during that type of Kickstart, the roles in industry one, there will not be any work on ideation. So we'll have some volunteers from around the country. Imagine like speed coaches type people or industry experts from different regions who will lead some little mini workshops for roles and then for industry focus. And then the third type of Kickstart will be for second year yes companies or returning yes companies. So these are your, if some of your schools offer yes in year 12 and year 13 or year 11 and year 12. So this will be for those companies that did yes last year and are back for another year. So they've been around the block once before. So we're going to use this Kickstart time for them to really get some advice and practice on how they can take their business to the next level in their second year. So you as teachers, we'll send out information as soon as possible, just working on the logistics of all of this. But we'll send out information on how to register for one of these sessions. You can register, you don't have to register an entire class for the same session. So it may work out that you've got a couple of like one class that might be best suited for the ideation workshop, another class that's best suited for the roles in industry, depending on timetables, or you may have a splattering and you've got some kids in this class go to this session and some kids go to a different session. So it's totally up to you with the flexibility of where you put your students.
Awesome. Thank you, Liz.
Can I just ask how long you think these might be and when you want to have these?
Thank you. Yep. So they're going to be an hour and a half, so 90 minutes. We are really trying to make sure that we can keep this as engaging as possible when it's being delivered online. So recognizing that it's a lot harder to keep the energy up when you're not in person. So we're going to keep it at 90 minutes. And I'm still playing around with the timetables, but likely there's going to be two different time options on days. One would be a 9 to 10:30 session, and then another would be 12 to 1:30. So what I'm trying to balance there and hopefully can work for you guys is finding a time that maybe falls around a lunch period or something where it may be easier to get students or at the start of the day with that 9 to 10:30. And I'll kind of vary throughout like a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday when the different types of sessions are offered. So hopefully you'll across those 2 weeks. So the week of the 21st of February and the first week of March, we'll send out, you can see when the different sessions are offered at which times, and you can sign your students up.
Thank you. That's awesome.
Yeah, sure.
And HQ are going to send all those comms initially to me. So look for emails from me to do with how to register and all the information about the Kickstarts. One thing that we are going to keep in the region is the speed coaching. So as fast as kind of the Kickstarts are over, that following week, I'm wanting to arrange several Zoom sessions of speed coaching. So I'll run, I think about 8 sessions with about 25 mentors in each session in different rooms. And I'm still organizing how that is all going to work and how we're going to rotate and all of that, but it should be quite fun, quite good. So again, the same with the main Kickstart event. It'll be an array of like times and slots kind of to hopefully suit everyone and be able to find a time that works for your class. Yeah, I'll send instructions with all of that, but that's happening too. So, and that would be really useful as well to gain some form of feedback for your achievement standards and for your validation challenge as well. So that will hopefully help towards that, having all those industry experts. Regan, do you want to talk about visits after that?
Yeah, sure. Thanks for doing it. Yeah, so I know we were pretty gutted that we couldn't offer KickStarts in person. It's one of my favourite times of the year where Liz and I travel the south and get to see everyone, all the students and teachers working. But I know with this COVID environment, nothing's certain. You know, being a teacher myself, I used to love athletic sports and swimming sports, and seeing, you're not knowing whether those camps, those things are going to run. We really wanted to make this term certain for everyone, so that you can 100% plan on what we're offering and when we're going to be offering it. So by the end of the term, hopefully what we've given you is, we would have given you a kickstart. We're going to give you speed mentoring with the sessions that Adoya is going to offer. And we also want to come into the schools, every single school, especially the new ones, given that we've got 12 new teachers potentially, and come in and visit. And we would like to bring extras with us, but we don't know what that's going to look like in terms of what schools will allow over the next month, depending. So that's our plan. Adoya and I've, back in the 17th, when we sort of kicked into the idea of what we're going to be doing this term and trying to make things certain for everyone, we want to do those 3 things over this term. So that'll be our big plan. And I know Adoya's been working really hard to come up with plan Bs and plan Cs, given that KickStart isn't going to be in person.
And another thing I'm working on that I promised to deliver on the session we had at the end of last year, the teacher session, was something to do with prototyping in March. So that's something that probably can't happen in person again. Is such an event that is not that far away from now. But I'm working with Te Ohaka to provide something virtual that students hopefully will come out with some good advice on how to go around prototyping, and also some contacts and connections to help with that process. Awesome. Any questions at this stage? Anybody has any questions?
Yeah, I've got a question that's possibly for Liz. I just want to know, how soon are we able to set our students up and register them so that they can start using iQualify online? My kids will be ready to go in the next week. So I'm just wondering if the HQ is going to set up the teacher dashboard so that we can do that.
Yep, absolutely, Andrea. We're just finishing, as we speak today, finishing up the last kind of big type of testing to make sure all the massive enrollment numbers that we're expecting, like when everyone's enrolling their students at once, that everything goes through smoothly and you don't have any additional issues with actually feeding into the iQualify bit. So after the Zoom call, I am touching base with our support team who's been doing that testing. So I'm hoping the plan is that by the end of this week, if not earlier, you'll be able to enroll all of your students, and then that automatically gives them that access to iQualify.
Thank you.
Yeah, sure.
Any other questions?
Can I just clarify what I just think I'm getting right in my head? I often get things wrong, so I need to clarify. But so what you're saying is, but from the 21st of February as week 1, and then into March week 2, you're offering 3 different sessions: these ideation, individual roles, and industry sessions. Is that right? And then after that, you're then doing the speed coaching, like on another week.
Yes.
Yeah. Is that right?
Yes.
And so, sorry, with those sessions, those 3 sessions, are they just being offered once a week, or will they be a number of times? Do you know?
Adoya, may I share my screen?
Sure.
Okay, cool. Nobody take a screenshot. And I know that this is being recorded, so I'm going to say it right now because this is subject to change. But these are my musings from today, Robbie, but it might be helpful for you to visually see it like this.
Righto.
Yeah. So this is kind of what I'm thinking. There's your 2 weeks listed out, and then we'll have a session happening from 9 to 10:30 and then one from 12 to 1:30. And there you can see how I've kind of laid it out. And what I've tried to do is put more of the ideation sessions in the first week. So front load that first week with ideation, because that'll give an additional week for classes to maybe cover ideation. So by the second week, we won't need as many of them in theory. In theory.
No, thanks, Liz. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm looking for. Yeah, great.
Cool. Yeah.
Thank you.
Sure thing.
Does that mean that in theory, people could sign up and do the ideation one in 1 week and then do roles in industry in the next week?
In theory, Andrea, yes. In practice, I'm going to try to avoid that in the first instance so that we make sure that there's enough room for schools to get in for the first round. But what I do plan to do is like we'll cap kind of the registration for each one at a certain number. And then if it looks like there's still plenty of room, then I can, through your regional coordinators, we'll put that message out. So you could sign up for a second one if there's still room.
It might be really helpful for some of the new schools.
Yeah. Yeah. Good idea. Yeah. Cool. We've got, I mean, I'm counting on about, there's Auckland is going to do their own online ones. But other than that, all of the other regions are opting into these national ones. So roughly 3,500 students likely to try to get into those events. So we want to make sure that everybody can get into their first choice of ones that'll work for them. But yeah, great idea, especially for new schools. That might be really helpful. Thanks, Andrea.
Thank you. And Liz, you guys are amazing. I can't believe what you are putting together in such a short time. And yeah, making it as easy as possible for everyone. It's yeah, awesome work. Thank you. Cool. Shall we get to the fun part and do the draw of the regions?
Sounds good.
Awesome. So got a hat here with the these are the larger schools, like the ones that forecasted bigger numbers. And Regan has the schools that forecasted slightly lesser numbers. So we kind of hopefully get quite equal in the numbers that we have. So as you can see, it's all very high tech, this process. And while we read out the names of the schools, Liz is going to share with us her screen. We're going to populate them in a list. So yeah.
Hi, Adaya.
Wait, hi, Jackie.
Sorry, I'm late.
No worries.
Hi, guys.
Jackie from Rangiruru. It's been doing years for a few years. Awesome.
Hi, Regan.
Hey, Jackie, good to see you.
Yes. Sorry, I was out of Wi-Fi.
No worries. It's good to have you here.
You've got the screen up there, Liz. Oh, awesome. Here we go. Great. Are we ready? So for Canterbury Otakaro North, Kaiapoi High School, 35 students.
Right, do you want a small one next,
Yeah.
Adoya? What do you want to do?
Sure, do a north small one.
This is a north small one. I'll pull it out of my hat here. Oh, we've got Rolliston College, 25 students.
Oh, cool.
Otakaro South, Rangiora High School, 29 students.
Right, I'll pull one out of here.
Yep, for South.
All right, and we've gone with, what do we got here? Avonside Girls, 25 students.
Otakaro North, Christchurch Girls High School, 50.
Right, I'll pull one out of here. We've got Waitaha, 10 students.
Wait, sorry, Regan, was that for North?
Yep, for the North team, Waitaha.
Thank you.
Otakaro South, Middleton Grange, 40. Another one for South, Regan.
Another one for the South, pulling out. We've got Rangiruru, approximately 16.
25.
25 it is. You beauty.
Good.
That's good numbers. That's good.
Are we
North.
south? I thought we were north.
Yeah, we're mixing them up this year, Jackie.
Oh, right. Okay.
Otakaro North, Lingwood College, 38.
Did you say 38?
Yes, 38.
Okay.
Oh, more like 50. Lucas, gonna break the calculator.
Oh, gee. Okay. And I'll pull one out here for the North. We've got Villa Maria, 25 students.
I'm almost scared of those numbers already. Otakaro South, Kashmir High School, 51.
All right, I'll pull one out of here. We have got Papanui, 26 students, approximately. Does that sound right?
Someone just said Christchurch
I
Girls.
think it's more like 20-ish, but yeah, I'll have to confirm that.
Okay, 20-ish is good.
And Christchurch Girls High, 55. Okay. Goodness.
Oh, God. Okay, that one's getting big.
Otakaro North, Lincoln High School, 60. Another one for North.
I'll pull one out of here. Another one from me. We've got Hornby High, 20 students.
Otakaro South, Burnside High School, 58 students.
And next one for the South is Huranui College, 11.
Cool. Otakaro North, Christ's College, 45.
Yeah, that's right, 45.
Right, I'll pull another one out here. We've got Catholic Cathedral, 25 students.
Come to the meeting again.
Otakaro South, St. Margaret's College, 45.
We're down to 37.
37, okay.
Begin.
And we've got St. Thomas's, 25 students.
And last one for North, I've got St. Andrew's College. That was 80.
Okay, that's a very big region.
Yep.
So I'll pull these other two out. We've got
And I've
Tapa.
got one for South too. Cool.
Okay, so down the South, Liz, we will chuck Tapa with 10 approximately, and Hill Morton, 24 students.
And I've got my last one for South, Christchurch Boys High School, 78.
Oh.
Actually more like 66.
Oh, good.
66. Okay.
There you go. That's the breakdown.
Did I get that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Perfect. Well, I'll make
Okay,
sure
so-
to send that as well to everyone. And I think that looks like, yeah, looks pretty good, pretty well mixed as well on yeah, types of schools. And awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you, Liz, for the technical support.
Absolutely. The pressure's always on when you're sharing your screen. I was copying and pasting so I didn't have to have so many typos.
No, you did great. Awesome. All right. So yeah, we'll follow up this session. I'll send the recording and a few bullet points of the main things that we've talked about as well, together with that breakdown to get it all confirmed for you. And yeah, we'll be in touch really soon with more details about those kickstarts and the events to follow up. And also be in touch to very soon as well. We probably, Regan and I, should organize those school visits as soon as we can, yeah, for this term. And I know that depending on schools, you might have different regulations when it comes to visiting. So we'll touch base with you in how that works and what we need to be aware of and yeah, before coming. And if you're comfortable receiving visitors as well, that's another one. So, but yeah, we're here as always for any questions, and yeah, keep in touch. There's a lot of uncertainty or what goes ahead and what doesn't go ahead. I can tell you, yeah, yes, definitely always goes ahead, and and we always yeah, try and make it as good as we can for the students and the teachers, and keep it as engaging as possible. So yeah, thank you all.
Adoya, do you think we might be able to have some of those visits remotely?
Yes, if you prefer that to be the case, absolutely. Yeah. So
it might just have to be, that's all.
Yeah, absolutely. No, we're open to anything that works for you, for your school, for your students. So we'll, whatever it is, we'll make it happen.
Great.
Yeah,
Okay.
and just at the end of this call, if there's anybody that wants to stay on and chat to Adoya and myself about what support we can offer over the next week. I know if you're new to Yes, it's always a bit of a mystery what you should be doing at what time and when over this first term especially. So
yeah,
when at the end of this, if you want to hang around, Liz will hang around too for even just 5 minutes just to say what support you need, and we'll give you some guidelines of what we can do to help.
We've just got a quick question for Liz.
Yes, ma'am.
If she's still there.
Yeah.
We're just wondering when the Constitution will be up on the iQualify.
Oh, is it not up there right now in the important
No.
documents?
I can answer that one, Andrea. We were working on it last week, just having a bit of a session, doing some changes. We've really streamlined it to make it quite easy and really relevant.
Yeah.
So that we had a PD session on that last week, and Lucy, who's designing it, Lucy Weimer, she said she'd have it up this week for people to be able to download.
That's awesome. Thank you. We're ready and waiting for it. Thanks.
Cool. I'll let Lucy know to get that on ASAP for you.
Lots of changes to it from last year to try to make it more user friendly with being able to understand the lingo. So balancing the legalese, if you will, with making it digestible.
Oh, that sounds amazing. Thank you for that.
awesome. Cool. So yeah, is there anything at the moment that you need to get started from us?
I know you've probably answered this question, but have you got a date for KickStart?
For the kickstarts that national team are putting together, those virtual kickstarts, they all will happen between the dates of the 26th of February and the 4th of March. So, and there will be an array of different sessions per that will be available at different times to suit the needs and schedules of everyone.
Thank you.
No worries. Cool. No more questions. All good. All right. Well, we'll be in touch really soon with more info. And you'll have my contact details, email address and cell phone number. So I'm on only a phone call and an email away. Okay, and look forward for an exciting year.
Great,
Good.
thanks, Doya.
Cheers. Thanks, Doya. Thank you.
Team, hang around if you'd like some support at the end of
you.
this too. Otherwise, see you, team.
See you guys. Regan,
Um,
I have to hop off to another Zoom, but if anything comes through, that's for me, just pass it on.
Yeah, Liz, just
Yes.
checking about those session dates, because I wrote down on my bit of paper when you showed that table before the 21st to the 25th of Feb. Is it not starting till the 26th? I'm a bit confused.
No, it's starting on the 20, whatever the Monday is. I messed this up in one of my original emails. So it'll start on Monday, the 21st of Feb.
Yeah, that's my understanding on your beautiful table.
Yeah, and it'll run 2 weeks from there. So 21st of Feb that week, and then the week of the 28th of Feb.
Thank you for clarifying. Yeah.
Not a problem.
Thank you.
All right, see you, Liz.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Awesome.
Cool.
Obviously, I'm fresh and brand new to this.
Hey, how'd you break yourself, Natalie? What
Oh,
happened to
I broke my hand playing cricket.
you? What? Nice.
Another week and a bit in this, and then I should be able to write normally. That's all right.
All good.
In terms of like set up online, getting the kids on everything, am I able to do that yet?
No, good question.
Oh, sweet, 'cause I was like,
Registrations.
where do I add?
Yeah,
No, that's
it'll
cool.
pop up on your dashboard. Tina, nice to meet you. I'm Regan. You obviously
Yeah.
you've taken over from the great man Richard Allen.
Yeah, he's still got level 2. I'm just working with level 3. But a lot of the level
cool.
3 didn't do business studies last year. So
Yeah, no worries. So Tina just asked a question on the chat earlier about getting onto iQualify. Natalie, are you on iQualify yourself?
Yeah.
Lisa, have you cracked iQualify? You've figured that out?
I did ages ago, but then I think I forgot. It's on my list. Yeah, because
No.
Kylie's been here forever, so
Sure.
she's quite good at all that.
No, all good. I could probably share my screen and show you what to do. Like, Tina, have you been onto the Young Enterprise website and sort of registered and made your own dashboard?
no, I've done nothing except have the handover from Richard. So
All good. I'll see if I can share this. What have we got?
I think I'll probably learn a thing or two as well. So this is good.
I want to show, which screen do I want to show? Do I go, we'll try this one. This one here. So you can see the homepage.
Yep.
Yep. So this is the homepage where you go to. So youngenterprise.org.nz, and up the top corner, there's a thing called Teacher Dashboard here. So Tina, I don't think you've been this far before, but Lisa and Natalie, this looks familiar-ish.
Yep.
At this point, I can log on myself, where if you haven't got an account, you can sign up. All you need to sign up is just your school email plus your teacher registration number. You need that number to get onto the website. All right, I want to log on. I must be hiding behind there. There we go. Let's sign in. So once you've got this far and you've set up your own account, I know a couple of you have. It's very slow. Here we are. You can download the iQualify course here, Tina. You go to the Yes course, and this will give you the resources. And I'll show you iQualify in just a wee minute. When it goes to registrations, this little yellow box here, it says enrollments for 222 program will open soon. That's where you register from, and you can load in your students individually yourself, or you can send them an email where your student CEOs can load in their entire groups. Both those options will pop up soon. We were hoping for this last week, but the company that does it for Yes has had issues with overloading the system and the whole lot crashes. That's why they're holding off to get that registration bit done. So all your registrations will come on this page on your dashboard, and you can adapt and move and change people willy-nilly once the program is set up. So if you do have a student that you enroll and they move in a couple of weeks and go to a different program, you can take them out quite easily, and you can add extras in and move them between different groups. So that's the process. The Yes course itself looks like this. I'll just bring it up. So this is the resource, the online resources that you're going to get, called iQualify. They offer this across heaps of different subjects. Yes is just one of the many. This year, you'll get this wonderful thing here. That's the Yes program that you can facilitate. Look at the all the work and the students get that one on the left. The teacher resources is the one that you get. So this one here has all the achievement standards that have been written by Yes, booklets, exemplars, etc. that you can use. They've all been moderated. They're all good as good as gold, ready to use. If we check out the contents, yeah. So this left-hand column that you get is gives you a bit of information here. It's got 2.4 down to 3.6, so you can use those activities. I mean, let's just check out 3.6. It gives you some resources on how to use Yes with business 3.6, which is always the fun bit. You're wondering, how do I actually tie in business studies achievement standard with this Yes program? The instructions are there. We've got the resources, and we've got a couple of exemplars for you to check out as well. If you want to look at those to figure out what a good 3.6 portfolio would look like. Okay, so that's new this year. That's been added in. Obviously, as I said, you've got to go through the Young Enterprise website to get these resources. The link, they'll send you a link via email, and then you just fill in the rest of it, and that'll happen. This is the one that students have access to. Obviously, we want our students to have this now, but we can't. We're still waiting on whoever does the registrations for us to sort this out. Once you have done this, your class will be in here. You'll have all their details, so you can send them information, send them pulses or insights, or get them to do some bits and bobs. You can send them messages like a Google Class, so there is some form of interaction. The Yes itself starts at chapter 1, and it goes all the way to chapter 18. So basically, you can work your way from chapter 1 to chapter 18 at any one time. If you get lost or you aren't in class, you can just set a particular chapter for students to work on. All the company details, the important Yes documents are at the beginning, finding out more. But basically, chapter 3 is when you get started, and it tells you about the kickstarts, how to form a company, strengths and personalities. And you would have Andrea Drayton from Christchurch Girls asked about the Yes Constitution. That will be coming on soon because we've been working on that one. Then you can move down to ideation. You just work your way bit by bit. Let's say you did pick to get started on the kickstarts. I know it looks a bit like a textbook, but trust me, there's a lot of YouTube clips, a lot of cool pictures in here, a lot of things that can hopefully motivate students here. There's some videos. And when you get to the bottom of a page, bottom right-hand corner, they can move on to the next page. So people can just work their way through it as they're going.
Right. Cool. I've been wondering what to do like in class at the moment, because I was like, we're doing this program, it's going to be real cool. So I've just had them brainstorming ideas for about 3 hours. So they've got lots of ideas.
Which is good. If you want to find out more for yourself, like the Yes calendar, when things are happening, when there's lots of free events that we want your students to apply for, those are still going to happen this year. Lots of free trips. Check out the calendar. Know when you should be doing bits and bobs. In this first 2 weeks of class, my focus would be getting them started looking at different company roles, finding business mentors, how to run a meeting, scrum meetings, formal company meetings. I think those are really important bits. Yeah. And then you can crack into some ideation.
Yeah.
And I know that we've got stuff about previous Yes ideas, and groups always like checking that out. Like the big book of Yes ideas shows about 100 teams that have done really well over the last 10 years and tells them about their product, and you can chuck that up on your PowerPoint and spend a good 40 minutes talking about ideas, what they like about it, what they don't like. But
Hey,
kick
Regan,
off
just
chapter
while
3.
you're talking
Yo, who was
about,
that?
Lisa, while you're talking
Oh, Lisa.
about ideas, goods versus services, how many students usually do services?
Okay, good question. It's probably 60% goods, 40% services. I'll tell you, but the team that got second last year was a sole trader.
Yeah.
Essentially, he was a service slash good. He refurbished old computers and turned them into mining crypto setups for people. So yes, he was a bit of a mixture, but he grossed just under $1 million last year as a sole trader.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy
Pure
shit.
services, your groups that clean windows, mow lawns. I think the teams that do best are probably goods because it's tangible. A judge can see it. I like goods because then you can sell it through someone else, whereas service is a lot of work for students. That's just my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the team that won last year was from Dunedin, doing the acne formula. They were a second year team, and their total, they grossed maybe just under $100,000 selling a good, being that acne formula.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They got some good press.
They did, didn't they?
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool. So yeah, I would, if everyone, check out these documents, check out finding out more, look at the calendar, figure out when things are going to happen, and then just get cracking on getting started. The personality tests are quite good fun. Maybe run that one with your students and they figure out what sort of role they think they need to be. That keeps them entertained. And then lean canvassing, building a brand's a new chapter, which is really cool. But I wouldn't rush into that. I probably wouldn't do that till, depending on how advanced your teams are, maybe around KickStart time, they might want to come in with a bit of a company name, but I wouldn't rush this one. So if you've got any really arty type students, they love this stuff, coming up with all their colors and emails and uniforms and brand story, making their own YouTube, whatever, and they can make their own Instagram accounts.
Mine are already talking about getting TikTok famous and making TikToks.
Love it. Yeah, get into it.
Whatever works for you.
Yep.
Can I ask?
So this is what you should have. Sorry, Tina, where you go, mate?
Sorry to talk over you.
No worries.
So I've got all of the materials and I've just got onto iQualify now. I'm
Perfect.
quite familiar with it because they do it for digital technologies as well.
Yep.
So I know, understand about the thing. I just wanted to ask, is there like a recommended, so the plan of how the assessment runs and across which weeks and things, does that come in with some of the materials that you provide, or is that up to schools in terms of how long they take to do it?
Yeah, good question. NCA stuff's different across all schools. I can pair you up with many Christchurch schools that will tell you how they do it.
Right.
3.6 itself takes the entire year because the annual review is part of it. So basically, you'd start 3.6 down, keep all that information in a portfolio. They'd keep on track to make sure they're meeting those requirements. And then the annual review, which is done at the end of term 3, is chucked in and they can submit it early term 4. I would do 3.4 at the end of term 2. So I wouldn't even worry about achievement standards for the first couple of months anyway. I'd just be keeping everything that they do, photos of what they do in one big portfolio and folders where they can collect it as once they actually get their teeth into the achievement standards.
Awesome. I met with the kids today and we started doing some of that and the theory stuff around that because obviously they're all new to business. So we've sort of gone back to basics. Yeah, but it'd be really good for me to see from another school's point of view, like how they've planned it across the year. Yeah,
cool. So I can chat to a few of them, that the established schools, and try and get their assessment plans for the year and share that with you.
Awesome.
Can I tap into that too, please, Regan?
Yeah, no worries, Nat.
Thank you.
We'll get you one of those.
Thanks.
Are you all level 3 students, or are we level 2 as well?
Level 2 and 3.
Okay, so I'll try and find both.
Thank you. I've got to shoot off now, but thank you very much.
Just before you do run, support-wise, just tell me what you need and we'll make it happen, Adolia and myself, and we'll do everything to help, especially new teachers. We'll visit as soon as we can in the next 2 weeks, if you'd like us to do that. We've got big bags of goodies that we can show from past teams that seems to excite people, and we can tell lots of stories. And
staff on site, like external people.
Yep, we can do it via Zoom if we have to. That's all good.
Cool.
Yeah, I'd be keen to catch up with you, Regan, in terms of just have a meeting, me and you, rather than with the kids, just sort of so I can show you where I am with my planning and sort of make sure I'm on track, if that's all right.
Yeah, perfect. No worries. Just let me know when.
Yeah, so I'll drop you.
Yeah, and I'm keen out at Lincoln for a visit because Kylie's done this, but she hasn't taught year 12s for a while. And I've taken over from Lucy, who's gone down the road.
Sure.
So I've done business before, but not with Young Enterprise. But I'm an ex from many moons ago, Young Enterprise kid from my high school days. But yeah, the program's come a long way.
What did you do, Lisa? What was your product at school?
In the 90s when I was at high school, we did frosted glasses. So we did shot glasses, wine glass, water glass, and we made little special stickers and got them sandblasted.
Oh, cool.
We did our own designs. So yeah, it was quite out there back then. And I was the marketing person back then. And I've worked in business and now I've come into teaching.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Right.
That sounds
See you,
good.
team. Thank you
All right,
very
see you, Natalie.
much. See ya.
Okay, cheers guys. Appreciate it.
All right.
Bye-bye.
See you soon.
See
Bye.
you.
See you, Lisa.
Bye.
Cheers. Bye.
All right, see you, Tina. No, all good. All right, that worked out well.
Yeah.
I reckon